Exodus chapter 9. And the Lord said to Moses, Enter to Pharaoh, and you shall say to him, Thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, Send out my people, that they may serve to me. For if then you do not want to send out my people, but still to have power over them, behold, the hand of the Lord will be against your cattle in the plains, and against also the horses, and against the beasts of burden, and the camels, and oxen, and sheep, by an exceedingly great plague. And I will do an incredible thing, even I in that time, between the cattle of the Egyptians, and between the cattle of the sons of Israel. And there shall not come to an end of any of the ones of the sons of Israel in particular. And God gave confirmation, saying, In the next morning the Lord will do this thing upon the land. And the Lord did this thing in the next day, and there came to an end all the cattle of the Egyptians, but of the cattle of the sons of Israel they did not come to an end, not one. And Pharaoh, seeing that not any came to an end from all of the cattle of the sons of Israel, not one, the heart of Pharaoh was oppressed, and he did not send out the people. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Take with you hands full of soot of a furnace, and let Moses strew it into the heaven before Pharaoh and before his attendants. And let there become a cloud of dust upon all the land of Egypt. And there will be upon men and upon the four-footed creatures sores of boils breaking out among both men and among the four-footed creatures, and in all the land of Egypt. And they took the soot of the furnace before Pharaoh, and Moses strew it into the heaven. And there became sores of boils breaking out among both men and among the four-footed creatures. And the sorcerers were not able to stand before Moses on account of the sores, for the sores happened among the sorcerers and in all the land of Egypt. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not to them, as the Lord ordered to Moses. And the Lord said to Moses, Rise early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and you shall say to him, Thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, Send out my people, that they may serve to me. For in the present time I will send out all my events into your heart, and your attendants, and your people, that you might see that there is not another as I in all the earth. For now, sending my hand, I will strike you, and your people I shall put to death, and I will obliterate you from the earth. And because of this you were carefully kept, that I might demonstrate in you my strength, and how my name should be declared in all the earth. Still then you cause my people, for them to not be sent out. Behold, I rain this hour tomorrow exceedingly great hail, in which such has not happened in Egypt, from which day it was created, and until this day. Now then, hasten to bring together your cattle, and as much as is to you in the plain, for all the men and all the cattle, as much as might be found in the plains, and what might not enter into a residence, and what hail should have fallen upon them, he will come to an end. The ones fearing the word of the Lord of the attendants of Pharaoh brought together their cattle into the houses. And he who did not take heed to the thought unto the word of the Lord allowed the cattle to stay in the plains. And the Lord said to Moses, Stretch out your hand unto heaven, and there will be hail upon all the land of Egypt, upon both the men and the cattle, and upon all the pasturage upon the land. And Moses stretched out his hand unto the heaven, and the Lord gave sounds and hail, and fire ran across upon the earth. And the Lord rained hail upon all the land of Egypt. And there was hail, and the fire blazing in the hail. And the hail was great, exceedingly, in which such had not happened in Egypt, from when there was a nation upon it. And the hail struck in all the land of Egypt, all as much as was in the plain, from man unto beast. And all pasturage in the plain the hail struck, and all the trees in the plains broke, except in the land of Goshen, of which were the sons of Israel, there was not hail. And Pharaoh, sending, called Moses and Aaron, and said to them, I have sinned now. The Lord is just, but I and my people are impious. Make a vow then to the Lord, and let the sounds of God cease to happen, and the hail and fire, and I will send you out, and no longer will I insist for you to remain. And Moses said to him, Whenever I should go from the city, I will spread forth my hands to the Lord, and the sounds will cease, and the hail and the rain will not be any longer, that you may know that the earth is of the Lord. And you and your attendants, I know that you do not yet fear the Lord. And the flax and the barley were struck, for the barley was standing and the flax was seeding. And the wheat and the wild oat were not struck, for it was late. And Moses went forth from Pharaoh outside of the city, and he spread forth the hands to the Lord, and the sounds ceased, and the hail and the rain did not drip any longer upon the land. And Pharaoh, seeing that the rain has been ceased, and the hail and the sounds, he added to sin, and his heart was oppressed, and the ones of his attendants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not send out the sons of Israel, just as the Lord said to Moses.